The lifelong search of Ryan and Jamie Lee is over. They've found each other and have fallen in love. They met the old-fashioned way on the internet. And although they hadn't met yet, they both swiped right. And one summer Sunday in July 2019, when they were both hungover, this love story began.
When I first met Ryan, it was like any father is, because this is one of the saddest and happiest days in your life, when your daughter gets married. But he's a good guy, and I'm really chuffed for her. The only thing I'm going to say is if you're going anywhere, you remember pack your underwear. And Ryan, if you're taking the caravan, I'll show everybody later. Caelan will give you lessons.
They went for a walk at Crathy's Castle on their first date. They hit it off straight away and went on to spend lots of time together. Ryan proposed to Jamie Lee in June 2021. They had planned to go up to Golspie racing, and Ryan decided that they would go up before everybody else and he would propose. But everybody else jumped on the bandwagon, and Ryan, surprisingly, was too shy and didn't want to pop the question publicly. They came home and he was going to propose on Banff Beach, but he was feared it was too windy and he would lose the ring.
We're on our way. We're just getting started, no stopping us on.
So in the house, Ryan was pacing the floor. He was totally freaked out, and that's by his own admission. So he went down on one knee and asked for Jamie Lee's hand in marriage, and here we are this afternoon celebrating their marriage together.
I'm going to try and make the most of this speech because it's probably the last time I'm going to decide what I say, when I say it, and how I say it. So, first of all, I would like to thank every single one of you for coming, looking fantastic, or putting in an effort at least. Without you are here today, the day wouldn't be how it is, so thank you very much. You've all scrubbed up very well, so thank you. So, as Paul told you earlier, me and Jamie Lee met the old-fashioned way, and we met on Tinder. So we've completed online. Yeah, she didn't want on date came that, so that's exactly what I'm telling you. Went to Crathy's Castle. Went a walk, and I was actually really nervous. Never get nervous, but that day I was, and I had a £1 coin in my pocket, and I spun it. The whole time in the walk, I had it in my pocket, and I spun it the whole time there. But new we're married, I'm sure she'll find a way to spend it. Our fondest memory to me is our actual first date. We went out in Aberdeen. I was walking down Union Street. Jamie Lee had her gin, one too many. She stands looking into my eyes, gazing with love, as she still is, and found a black lamppost. But our fondest memory over the last few years has to be Caelan, who has totally stole the show today.
But Ryan said the things that he loves most about Jamie Lee. He said, "I love how caring she is. She always puts us before herself." He says, "I love that she is so outgoing, very easygoing. She is definitely not shy, especially when it comes to using the bank card for a home bargains day out." I love the motivation she has to do well for herself, even though sometimes I think she overdoes it. But she always manages and is very determined to succeed in life. He said I love her multiple personalities. It makes it interesting because I never know which woman I'm coming home to. She keeps me on my toes. But most of all, I love how good a mum she is to Kaelin. I asked Jamie Lee what she loves most about Ryan. She said, I love that Ryan is an amazing father and works hard to provide for us as a family. I love that he makes me laugh, even when I am being grumpy. I love that I can completely be myself in front of Ryan. Nothing is ever too weird. I love that every single day is a laugh with Ryan, and I couldn't imagine doing life without him.
I give you this ring
As a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage.
With my body I honour you.
With my body I honour you.
All that I am I give to you.
All that I am I give to you.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage.
With my body I honour you.
With my body I honour you.
All that I am I give to you.
All that I am I give to you.
Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate. Ryan, you may kiss your bride.
I need to throw out a massive congratulations to new bride and groom. I think we'll all agree that Jamie Lee has managed to turn out fantastic, and I'm glad Ryan has managed to have a wash since Wednesday. I have honestly been quite nervous about doing this speech. I've been struggling, so I asked quite a few people about doing it, and everybody spoke now and said, just imagine the audience naked. But on a completely unrelated note, the bridesmaid, she's looked absolutely fantastic today. Right, as some people who will know, most won't, but this is the second time I'm best man. And honestly, like when Ryan asked me to be best man, I started to feel a bit smug. I was like, fucking hell, I was like, I must be the best man. I was like, this must be fucking great. And then I stood back, and there was one day I was pondering about it, and I was trying to think, I was like, I seen Ryan's options, and I was like, I can see why I'm now best man. Not only best man stands here, they slag off the groom, but like the more I thought about it, I was like, I couldn't think of any bad stories to tell about that. I was like, every story I thought of was like, he's honestly just a gentleman. I was like, so I've got a couple of stories just to like portray how much of a gentleman Ryan actually is. During the time we all hated, obviously during COVID, he was obviously like, Jamie Lee started living with him, and she was complaining. We was all locked in the house. She was complaining about being locked in the house, having nothing to do. So Ryan, being the gentleman he is, thought he'd create a task for her. He was fed up with her moaning, so he smashed an egg over her head, so she had a job to go for a shower. Like, honestly, he's a gentleman, so like, never doubt him. And like, I want you all to join me in raising a glass to Ryan and Jamie Lee.
First of all, I'd like to extend my gratitude to our parents. Without saying too much, without you, we literally wouldn't be here. I'm sure I speak on both of us here when without your support, life would be a lot more difficult. For the day I met Joe and Isabel, I've felt really welcome into your family, and I can't say thank you enough for that. And when I really came, I was into your family, it was at Christmas time. I got my own marching tracksuit. And the girls that organised Jamie Lee's Henny. The difference between the Stagger and the Henny is the only thing I can say is when I got home I was broken, beaten up, still wearing a dress. And Jamie Lee came home and wanted to book Portugal again because she had so much fun. So our swimming, you just did something wrong.
Never gonna let you go. I'm never gonna let you go.
I'm standing here, but I'm going to actually raise a glass to the one person with it, like every time I come home from work, they just make life a lot better. I just love coming home for the sake of this, and every time you go in the house they make me smile. So I just want to raise a glass to our dog Brody.